Hello, Mario Ponner, and welcome back to Let's Play Megaman Zero! It's awesome. I cannot thank you enough. Aw, that's sweet. You know what? My experience is going fine so far. Once we succeed, we plan to find a place to live a happy life. Somewhere out of the reach of our enemy. They would like to live in peace, free from anxiety of hunger, with happiness. If that happens, you're gonna come with us, aren't you, Zero? Well, I'll try. It sounds kind of boring, so I don't have any bad guys to blow up, but sure, I'll try to come. And so let's just save here, and I'd say I'm a little over 2/3 the way through the game. This game is not very long at all, but I'm here basically just goof around the base for a little while because I forgot exactly where I was going. Anyway, here we enter a new part of the game in which we go back. We finished the first 5 mission levels, so we're gonna go back through 4 of them, only with different bosses and different level gimmicks and slightly different settings. Basically, we're gonna have different challenges, different enemies. They're gonna be a lot harder, but they're gonna be the same basic area. So let's try to feed up Winky some more, because Winky is a very special cyber elf. It doubles your health. It doubles your health bar, which is incredibly useful. However, it takes 1,000 cyber elves to level it up once, another 1,000 to level it up another time, so it will fully double your health. So in reality, it takes 3,000 energy crystals. So, yeah, it takes a ton of work. But now we're going off to one of my personal favorite levels in the game, Duel in Desert. Partly because it's an awesome boss, and partly because it's just an endless move melee. Enemies are simply in the desert area. A large scale assault can be expected. Even though our comrades are taking precautions, I am still worried. Yeah, if you don't mind, will you go and help them? Will you accept? Yeah, sure, why not? I like torture. We have a problem, Zero. Oh, no, really. They are coming at us in large numbers. We'll hold the final defense line at any cost. You should destroy your main vein. The main troops are approaching. Zero, please take care of them. Also, basically in this level, it's basically desert level again, only you must slaughter your way through all the hundreds of soldiers of the Neo-Arcadia land army. We're sending like the whole army in to try to destroy resistance base. And so basically, this is obviously the best level ever. I'm serious. Even though I kind of screw up a lot, but you're just slashing, and you're slashing your way through thousands of enemies, and it's not so much hard or difficult as it is awesome. However, there is an added challenge, is you can't really go left because the screen is fixed scrolling. I meant right, sorry, you can't go back to right, because the screen will only scroll left. So that's a bit of a challenge. Pass a health power up, you can't go back and get it. It's kind of hard because of all, this level is kind of difficult because of all the aforementioned enemies, but because of all the enemies, there's also a lot of health drops. So that kind of balances some things out. And most of the enemies are relatively weak either. You do get introduced to a new enemy here, these beetle tanks, but you can just triple slash them really quick. An extra life up there I can't get because I got the cyber up there earlier. See a beetle tank right there. They try to shoot at you like you saw there, but it's really delayed. And they're pretty guarded unless they have a shell there. Unless they have a shells up. But you can just wait for them to do an attack, and like I just jumped right in your face. We discovered that the Pantheons, or Promethei, they get me called Pantheons or Promethei, kind of like Metools or Metars or Mets or whatever you want to call them. Well, anyway, they can jump and they like to run around. Anyway, the reinforcement helicopter has arrived, and they drop a bunch of enemies. Units have arrived! Quick! Watch out! And so they drop a lot of car tanks, which are very fast and annoying, and also some beetle tanks, and more Promethei, just to ruin your day. Fortunately, I can cut them down with the saber relatively quickly. Probably a good idea to use the Buster to get multiple hit kills, but the saber is awesome, so I decided just to use it instead. Now we're at the boss. The transport chopper is rapidly approaching. Stay alert. And now we are introduced to one of the 4 guardians of the final boss, which is X, the good guy from the previous game. I heard there's a highly skilled grappling resistance. You are amazing. That excites me the most. My name is Fenrir. Don't let me down, kid. Yeah, this guy is weak to the thunder chip because he's flame-powered. He likes to dash towards you and pick you up and blast you in the air, so don't let him. He also likes to ground pound the ground and punch it, so avoid that and just simply jump over it and counter with a lightning attack. It's a good idea to try to stay far away from him to see what he's going to do, like when he fires thunder shots or fire shots at you. On rank A, he will fire a bunch of big fire shots at the sky, but you can easily dodge that and just counter with a charge slash. The only reason I really got hit by it is because this is my first time being rank A, actually. It's really not that hard to dodge, but he likes to spam it with his low on health. And he won't even do it at all unless you're level A. And really, these special attacks are the hardest part of fighting the four Guardians. They're not that hard at all. I've never been so excited. I'll let you live for a little longer. Make sure you not lose before we fight again. Farewell. He's kind of an honorable guy. He really likes fighting for some reason, and we learned 02, his first name was actually Fighting Fenrir. So yeah, still got my A rank, thank God. Getting to S rank in this game is so hell I'm not gonna try. Thank you, Zero. This base, our defense was broken, this base wouldn't last long. Still, I can't believe you wiped out so many enemies. You are truly a legendary hero. Yeah, I know, and it's in large part due to my cool sword, and yeah, let's de-equip this element, and let's invest all those cyber elves we got from blowing up all those enemies we defeated. You know, into leveling up our double health elf. Because that's very important. Yeah, Winky, that's the name. So 10 crystals and reverse transformation. You can actually use it at this point. Well, you can't. You can use it, but you can't use it to double your health. It just increases slightly like the ever health increase knows. I think 4 points on your life bar. Well, whatever. It's still useful, but yeah, I'm probably going to spend like some time grinding and off camera and try to level up all of my weapons. And try to get enough cyber, and try to get enough crystals so I can level up Winky and get double health before the end of the game. Because it really makes the fortress stages a lot easier, because they're just brutal. They really are compared to the rest of the game. It's not so much the amount of enemies as the level design. Well, continuing on, we're now taking on our next mission. Stop the hacking. It's basically us returning to that underground base we entered earlier. And this level has a lot more new gimmicks in the deserts when we return to it. When we returned to the desert, it was pretty easy. But basically, our server is being hacked. The resistance server, more accurately. We know the hackers are a hidden base located beneath the desert. We've already been there. If we don't do something about it, we soon have many problems with the generation project. Zero, will you sneak in their base and destroy their computer? Will you accept? And the main objection to the mission is seriously find the computer room. No, I'm not kidding. It's not just a Sonic joke. That's seriously the main mission objective. I don't know why, that always makes me laugh, but... Well, anyway, we return to the desert, and the desert base, and this level has changed quite a bit more from the desert, like I meant to say earlier, but I got interrupted by CL talking. Anyway, basically, this first part is not any different at all, but once you actually get into the base, any icicles or stalactites you cut down earlier are already cut down. And there's also water flooding the place, and there's ships everywhere, and the actual base itself has changed. But there's still the instant death barrier and the spikes and all the fun stuff which was there last time. So yeah, this level is a lot harder. In fact, my fail count in this video is higher than about most of the rest of the playthrough put together, so yeah, it's annoying. My spot here is not too bad, especially considering you can use the charged buster shots to vaporize that guy relatively easily. You just have to wait for him to climb up here. And also they have bombs here, but you can take those out with charged shots relatively easily without falling down and getting hit by the top spinies. I still get hit because I'm terrible at this game, apparently. Yeah, I think the buster will be good for along here too, because there's more bombs. Fun for the whole family. And you remember how this area up here was covered with ice last time? Well, no, now it's melted. Is now a lake, which you have to crawl your way through. And it's also full of robot squids and robot fish and annoying robot stuff. And you can just cut it down. We can cut the enemies down relatively easily, but it's still annoying. I think you have to avoid being crushed by the boats like I almost didn't there. I also think it's cool how the explosion sound effects are much slower and deeper sounding underwater. They didn't slow down the music or other sound effects, but it's still a cool effect, and I almost didn't make it there either. These fish are really annoying, so it's coming the heck out of nowhere so fast, and if you don't memorize the locations, you're definitely going to get hit. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to hit my camera. I mean my microphone. Anyway, moving on, and you're probably hit by those two fish, unless you know that there's three fish, sorry, if you don't know that they're there, and I apparently... memory is terrible. But there's something interesting down here. Down here, Cyber Elf. I want to pick it up. I hear it's pretty useful. I don't know exactly which one it is because, unlike later Zero games, it doesn't actually tell you what it is once you get it. Anyway, we have to climb up these ships now, which shoot missiles at you, which take a quarter of your health. And these have caused most of my fails, because I was trying to edit out me getting hit by those until I... But the timing on these is just so ridiculous unless you're lucky from where your starting point. However, it's pretty cool. Here, extra life. Probably a good idea. Also, I've noticed this in a lot of my other videos, but it seems the more I edit, the more the sound seems to lag, and I decide just go ahead and look at it. It's no big deal. And anyway, we reached the base. Open the door. Stay put, Zero. It's open. Okay, Zero, find the computer room and destroy all the machines. Good luck. So yeah, this mission inside the base itself is actually very short, if you know where the computer room is, but it's pretty well hidden, actually. I showed it off earlier. You know that door we couldn't open? Yeah, that's the entrance to the computer room. You could go straight there, but there's a lot of enemies to fight, cyber elves to pick up, and energy crystals, and I want to get those too. You could come back and get them later, because you can walk around the whole world in this game, unlike the later Zero games, but you know what? It's good to just get them over here. And that's part of the reason why this video is over 15 minutes long. I mean, jeez. I'm glad that YouTube accepts longer uploads. And I do not have a director's account, though. You have to pay like 70 bucks for those. They gave them out free, I think, or for a discounted price for a while. And yeah, we have those stronger Prometheus mooks. They can block your attacks and they have shields and they're annoying, but hey, I'm powerful enough, I'm good enough. The main computer is supposedly in this room. All I can do with our computer is unlock this door. So now she says we could unlock it. If CL had been able to unlock this thing earlier, we could have gone here earlier and wouldn't have to do this mission, but, well, whatever. Also, friendly with these computers. They drop items. So destroy the top computers last, because you won't be able to collect the other items, because they'll disappear because of the cutscene. So, yeah, the top ones drop cyber elves, the middle ones drop extra lives, and the bottom ones drop energy crystals. So destroy the bottom and middle ones first before the top. Or else you won't be able to get the extra lives or energy crystals because they'll disappear. And once you destroy all the computers, the hacking attempt has ceased. Thank you, Zero. I'm waiting for you to get back to the base. So then we get that cyber elf. We can just leave right now, but like I said earlier, I want to get the stuff here. So I don't have to bother coming back here ever again to this godforsaken place, because I hate those boats and their missiles so much. Well, we continue onward, and there's lots of cyber elves in this place. There's tons. I really don't use cyber elves that much in this game, compared to the later 0-2 when I played it, because the energy crystal requirements are just so darn high. You have to do tons of grinding. Because, I mean, theoretically, you'd only really, if you weren't grinding for cyber elves, be able to, or energy crystals, you would really only be able to fully grow one powerful cyber elf or two weak ones with the energy crystals you get throughout the course of the whole game. See, I mean, requirements are just so ridiculous in this game. That is a terrible enemy placement right there. It really is, because that guy's right there on the ladder, and you're gonna get punched. Unless you manage to wall dash jump off the wall, but I've never gotten good at that. We also have these jumping enemies, which we start early in the factory level. They're not so bad, because they shoot a lot, but they don't really bother to aim, so it's not really a big deal. You don't have to worry about stealth anymore when you return to this level, as everyone already knows you're here. For some reason, you can just charge through and blow everything up. Fun. Oh, and also you can hit those guys on the ladder there. By cutting his toe, which someone makes him completely fall apart. It's kind of funny, like how in classic Mega Man games, the best way to take care of those Ninja Joe enemies, or Hammer Joe enemies, is to shoot them in the toes, because they can't guard there with their balls, and they can't really hit you there if you're climbing on the ladder. It's kind of the same effect. It's kind of funny on a video game. You just barely tap this guy's toe, and it does the exact same damage if you hit him in the head. At least in some games, anyway. Some games that don't do that. It's kind of nice, and dang it, those guys are right below me, just waiting to punch me in the face when I come down the ladder. So, and no, he's still there. So, we'll just off-screen the guys, and wait for the screen lock to switch out, and we'll just climb down and jump down, and just get hit slightly and then run. Run. It's probably the best strategy when fighting those guys if you don't have the level up save or a buster, or if you're not very good at the game. And But we don't have to worry about climbing the boats. We just leave. Be careful, Zero. I've got a message and a reading. The enemy is near. So yeah, we have a Never boss. Never one of the 4 guardians. Say hello to Leviathan. The water-based one. I'm one of the 4 guardians of Master X. After hearing so much about you from the pretty kid and the combat nerd, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Can't wait to see their faces when I find out it was I who retired you. They don't hold back just because I'm a woman. That's kind of funny anyway. Anyway, Leviathan has that halberd and likes to fly around. The weakness is the flame ship. She also likes to create rings of icicles. Her most annoying attack is when she flies across the screen high up and shoots lots of little ice balls. These are hard to dodge and she can corner you relatively easily, unless you go off to the side like I just did. You can get her into a lock using the flame ship, but the only problem is the room is a bit too big and you can't always see her. And then, if you're level A, she summons this ice dragon, which is annoying. It takes up like half your health in a single hit like that. But fortunately, your health is low enough. Why don't you terminate me? Are you showing me mercy? How rude. I told you not to hold back. Next time we meet, you better give me your best. Farewell. These people are so weird. I mean, seriously. Well, whatever. That was a lot of fun. I'm Mario Potter, and good night to you all. Lost my